A tense confrontation between Prince William and Queen Camilla unfolded in front of the world, leaving Camilla in tears and deeply embarrassed. In a shocking turn of events, William refused Camilla's request to include her son in a royal event, putting King Charles in the difficult position of choosing between his wife and his son. Join us as we explore how this royal conflict escalated and examine the growing divide between Camilla and William. Prince William is not just any member of the royal family. He is the future King of England, a role that carries immense responsibility and expectation. Born on June 21, 1982, at St. Mary's Hospital in London, William was immediately thrust into the public eye as the firstborn of King Charles III and the beloved Princess Diana. From an early age, he understood that his life would never fully belong to him, as every decision, statement, and action he takes reflects not just on himself, but also on the entire monarchy. As he ascends to the title of Duke of Cornwall and takes on greater responsibilities, Prince William continues to navigate his role within the monarchy. For decades, he has skillfully balanced tradition and progress, earning widespread recognition for his effectiveness. His duties span various areas, including diplomatic engagements and spearheading charitable initiatives, particularly his strong advocacy for mental health awareness and environmental conservation. However, the burden on his shoulders significantly increased following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II in September 2022, long before environmental preservation became a global priority. William had already been actively engaged in such efforts alongside his father, now King Charles III. With his appointment as the Prince of Wales, he moved even closer to the throne, facing heightened scrutiny from both the public and the media. At the same time, the royal family was still grappling with the repercussions of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's departure in 2020. Their highly publicized exit, along with the shocking allegations that followed Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's departure, plunged the monarchy into one of its most turbulent periods in recent history. Amid the chaos, Prince William emerged as a stabilizing force, striving to maintain order within the royal family. However, while he managed the external pressures of royal life, an internal conflict was beginning to take shape, one involving Queen Consort Camilla. Camilla's role within the royal family has always been controversial. Once at the center of the infamous love triangle with Charles and Diana, she was never fully embraced by the public, particularly by those who remained loyal to the late princess. Her transition from Duchess of Cornwall to Queen Consort following Charles's accession to the throne only heightened tensions. Despite her efforts to champion causes such as literacy and domestic abuse awareness, public skepticism persisted. For William, Camilla's growing presence in the monarchy presented a deeper, more personal challenge. He had always held his mother's memory close. Diana was not just his mother, but also his guiding force, shaping his values, and Diana's perspective on life profoundly shaped Prince William. And her tragic death in 1997 left a lasting wound that never fully healed. While William publicly acknowledged Camilla as part of the family, the reality behind closed doors was far more complicated. For years, he struggled to balance his duty to his father with his deep loyalty to his mother's legacy. As Prince William gradually took on minor royal responsibilities, Camilla's ascent to Queen Consort changed everything. Initially, their interactions were cordial yet distant, formal but lacking warmth. However, as Camilla's influence within the monarchy grew, so did William's unease. Bound by duty, he masked his lingering discomfort, feeling compelled to support the woman he had once associated with his mother's suffering. Their relationship became increasingly strained as the monarchy transitioned under King Charles. With Camilla now a central figure, frequently accompanying the king at major royal events, William's role was no longer that of a passive heir. He was actively shaping the monarchy's future. Some aspects of Camilla's expanding authority seemed to clash with his vision for the institution, raising questions about what ultimately led to. The grand charity event at Windsor Castle was meant to be an evening of unity and tradition, a magnificent affair showcasing the monarchy's commitment to philanthropy. Set within the historic walls of Windsor, the gathering was expected to draw an elite audience, including royals and influential figures, all rallying behind significant causes. However, beneath the carefully curated display of elegance and grace, tensions were brewing. What was intended to reinforce the monarchy's stability instead became the backdrop for an unexpected and highly public power struggle between Prince William and Queen Camilla. In a shocking turn of events, William firmly refused Camilla's request to allow her eldest son. Although Tom Parker Bowles had long been associated with royal circles, his presence had never been formally recognized in state affairs. Unlike senior royals bound by protocol, Tom was always seen as an outsider, an esteemed food critic and author who had little interest in the rigid formalities of royal life. Despite his advocacy for healthy eating, his mother's rise to queen consort blurred the boundaries, leading to growing tensions over his role within the royal family. In the days leading up to the event, Camilla reportedly advocated for her son's inclusion on the guest list, seeing it as a meaningful step toward unifying their family. A symbolic gesture of acceptance. However, for Prince William, this was a matter of principle. He firmly believed that the monarchy relied on an unshakable foundation of tradition and hierarchy. Despite Tom's close ties, he was not of royal blood, and allowing him to attend such a prestigious event would set a precedent that William was unwilling to entertain. The final decision was made swiftly and without room for negotiation. When the official guest list was released, Camilla reportedly made several appeals, but William stood firm. The growing rift between them, which could have remained a private disagreement, soon became a public spectacle. On the night of the event, as guests arrived in their finest attire and were welcomed by the grandeur of Windsor Castle's gates, tensions reached their peak. An unexpected and humiliating scene unfolded when Tom, who had anticipated attending alongside his mother, was reportedly denied entry at the gate. Security, acting under strict orders, prevented his access, leaving him in an awkward and embarrassing situation. For Queen Camilla, the moment was nothing short of disastrous. Though she maintained a composed appearance for the cameras, she struggled to hide her distress. Her son's absence was not just a logistical matter. It was a stark and very public reminder that despite her position, her family would never fully belong within the monarchy's inner circle. Her discomfort was unmistakable, and those close by witnessed a rare moment of vulnerability in an otherwise poised royal insiders suggest that Prince William's decision was not driven by personal animosity, but by his unwavering commitment to preserving the monarchy's integrity. Known for his careful approach to royal responsibilities, William viewed the inclusion of Camilla's family in high-profile events as a potential threat to established traditions. His firm stance sent a clear message. The monarchy must maintain a strict separation between duty and personal relationships, no matter the repercussions. Adding another layer to the situation was the weight of history. While William's relationship with Camilla had always appeared amicable on the surface, the enduring influence of his mother, Princess Diana, loomed large. Though he had publicly accepted Camilla's role alongside his father, those close to him suggest that he remained deeply protective of Diana's legacy. Allowing Camilla's son to play a more prominent role in royal affairs may have felt, to William, like a betrayal of the mother he lost too soon. This incident laid bare the Deeper fractures within the royal family, lingering power struggles, unresolved tensions, and the ongoing battle to define the monarchy's future. For Prince William, the decision reaffirmed his role as a guardian of royal traditions, ensuring that protocol and hierarchy remained intact. For Camilla, however, it was a painful reminder that, despite her elevated status, her past would always follow her. What hidden truths lie beneath the royal facade? Is the struggle for influence within the palace only just beginning? Let's uncover the answers. For Camilla, who had spent decades fighting to secure her place within the royal family, this moment served as a painful reminder that, despite her title, certain barriers remained for both her and her loved ones. Close associates of the Queen revealed that the shock of William's decision left her momentarily speechless. Although she had endured relentless scrutiny from the public and media throughout her life, this situation felt profoundly different. It was a rejection from the very family she had worked so hard to unite. As a mother, Camilla's instinct had always been to protect her children, even while balancing the demands of royal duty. Tom's exclusion was more than just a matter of protocol. It was a stark reminder of the limitations of her influence. Sources suggest she felt deeply disappointed by William's choice, interpreting it as a dismissal of her efforts to fully integrate her family into the royal fold. While the pain of her son's exclusion lingered, Camilla recognized that pushing back too aggressively could jeopardize the fragile unity of the royal family, something she had spent years carefully nurturing. Instead of directly confronting William, she reportedly chose to internalize her frustration, opting for quiet resilience over open conflict. This incident underscored the ongoing challenge Camilla faces, the delicate balance between her personal role as a mother and her public duty as queen. Though her children, including Tom, have largely remained independent from royal life, moments like these serve as stark reminders that the divide between family and monarchy is not as clear-cut as she might have hoped. The unexpected reasons. Behind Prince William's decision on May 6, 2023, at Westminster Abbey, the royal scepter, symbolizing power and justice, stood at the heart of a grand display of tradition and regal splendor. Yet beneath the breathtaking ceremony, tensions simmered just beneath the surface, exposing the deeper fractures within the monarchy. Within the royal family, long-hidden tensions finally surfaced in a way that was impossible to ignore. Keen. Observers took note of one particular moment that spoke volumes without a single word being uttered. As King Charles and Queen Camilla processed down the aisle after the historic coronation, every member of the congregation bowed in deference to the newly anointed monarch. However, when Camilla passed by, not a single head inclined in respect. The silence was striking, serving as an unmistakable display of unspoken resentment, a visible manifestation of frustrations that had been simmering for months. The source of this cold reception was linked to Camilla's guest list. Reports indicate that she had personally invited 20 of her closest friends and family, including her son, Tom Parker Bowles, while omitting key figures who had played a crucial role in her rise to the throne. Among those excluded were individuals who had once been her strongest supporters, figures who had championed her acceptance into the royal family. Their absence did not go unnoticed, nor did the fact that Camilla appeared to prioritize her inner circle over those who had paved the way for her legitimacy within the monarchy. Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, were among those who felt the weight of Camilla's choices, their restrained frustration evident beneath the formalities of the day. Known for her composed and graceful demeanor, Catherine noticeably did not extend the expected courtesy to Camilla, an omission that spoke volumes. Even Prince Harry, despite his own turbulent relationship with the family, reportedly shared in the discontent, recognizing how his stepmother's actions had further widened the divide. The repercussions of Camilla's controversial guest list extended well beyond the coronation. When it came time for Prince William to oversee invitations for the Windsor Charity Gala, he made a deliberate decision. Tom Parker Bowles's name was left out. This was not an oversight or an impulsive act, but a calculated move. It sent a clear message. Loyalty within the royal family is not a given, and past grievances are not so easily forgotten. The media and public quickly picked up on the significance of the decision, interpreting it as a reflection of deeper divisions within the monarchy. As news of the latest royal rift spread, the British media wasted no time in seizing the story. Tabloid headlines offered dramatic takes, each providing a unique angle on the growing tensions within the monarchy. Some framed Prince William's decision as a firm stand for preserving royal dignity and tradition, while others saw it as a painful reminder of the invisible barriers Camilla's family continued to face within royal circles. Parker Bowles's exclusion from such a high-profile royal event was no minor issue. It carried significant weight, and the press eagerly dissected its implications. On social media, opinions were sharply divided. Many sided with William, applauding his unwavering commitment to royal protocol and interpreting his decision as necessary to uphold the monarchy's integrity. To them, it was a reaffirmation of the traditional hierarchy, where bloodline and duty take precedence over personal relationships. Conversely, others sympathized with Tom and Queen Camilla, viewing the move as an implicit rejection of a family that had worked tirelessly to gain acceptance within the royal fold. The debate grew more intense across various platforms as new details surfaced. Royal insiders, always keen to fuel speculation, added to the intrigue. Whispers from within the palace suggested that the tensions had been brewing for a long time, with some sources indicating that this was not an isolated incident, but rather a glimpse into a deeper, ongoing struggle within the House of Windsor. Journalists, eager to unravel the monarchy's hidden tensions, linked the event to past grievances and unresolved disputes, painting a picture of a family still fractured beneath the surface. News outlets analyzed the broader implications, drawing connections to previous conflicts that had only widened the existing divides. Experts speculated on what this might mean for the monarchy's future. Did William's decision signal a deliberate shift in the royal hierarchy, a strategic move to redefine the family's power dynamics? Or was it simply an inevitable clash between tradition and evolving family relationships? What remained undeniable, however, this was no mere oversight. It was a deliberate decision made with full awareness of its consequences, one that would leave a lasting impact both in the public sphere and within the palace. For a family that carefully curates its public image, this moment shattered the illusion of unity, revealing the subtle yet undeniable fractures within the monarchy. In light of this, one pressing question remains: how did King Charles react? King Charles's calculated response, within the grandeur of the palace, where personal matters often intersect with affairs of state, King Charles faced a challenge that required both diplomacy and authority. This was not just a private family dispute. It was a growing public relations issue with the potential to overshadow the monarchy itself. Palace insiders revealed that Charles, known for his composed and strategic leadership, understood the delicate nature of the situation. Both Queen Camilla and Prince William played vital roles in his reign, and handling this discord without displaying favoritism was crucial. Harmony within the family. Charles understood that maintaining stability required balancing tradition with personal relationships, and he sought to ensure that neither William nor Camilla felt alienated. Rather than taking a definitive stance in favor of one side, the king reportedly encouraged both William and Camilla to see the bigger picture. While he respected William's firm commitment to royal protocol, he also recognized Camilla's emotional investment in her son's inclusion. His approach was one of quiet diplomacy, reassuring Camilla of her place in the monarchy, while emphasizing, to William, the importance of unity within the royal family. Ultimately, Charles's response reflected his leadership style: measured, pragmatic, and focused on the long-term stability of the monarchy. However, this incident exposed lingering tensions within the royal household, proving that even with carefully orchestrated public appearances, internal divisions remain. As the monarchy continues to evolve, this moment serves as a reminder of the challenges of balancing tradition with personal relationships, duty with familial bonds, and history with the need for progress. World. Charles urged both William and Camilla to see beyond personal emotions and consider the greater good of the monarchy. He reminded them that the royal family's influence was built on a carefully maintained image of unity, and any visible fracture could weaken public trust. For William, this meant recognizing that while protocol was essential, diplomacy and flexibility were just as crucial in ensuring the monarchy's long-term stability. For Camilla, it was a moment to understand that while her son's exclusion was painful, her position as queen came with sacrifices, and pushing too hard could create unnecessary conflict. By the end of the meeting, tensions had not completely dissipated, but an understanding had been reached. Charles had successfully steered the conversation away from personal grievances and toward a shared commitment to the monarchy's future. The monarchy had once again weathered an internal storm, but the underlying tensions remained. The question that lingered was whether this uneasy truce would hold, or if future events would reignite the power struggle within the House of Windsor. Building for some time. While both William and Camilla outwardly adhered to the royal family's carefully maintained image of solidarity, insiders suggested that the underlying tensions had not dissipated. Instead, they had simply been pushed beneath the surface, waiting for the next moment of conflict to resurface. For William, the issue was not just about Camilla's growing influence, but about the fundamental principles he believed the monarchy should uphold. He saw himself as the guardian of tradition, ensuring that the institution remained rooted in its historical values. Camilla's attempts to integrate her family into royal affairs, however well-intentioned, challenged those boundaries in a way he was unwilling to accept. For Camilla, the situation was equally complex. She had fought for decades to be accepted into the royal fold, enduring public scrutiny and relentless criticism. Yet, despite holding the title of queen, she still felt that invisible barriers remained. Barriers that William had reinforced by excluding her son from the charity gala. The royal family presented a unified front to the public. Those within palace walls understood that the tension had not disappeared. The question was no longer whether William and Camilla could coexist, but rather how long this fragile truce would hold before the next test of power within the monarchy emerged. Since Camilla's ascension alongside King Charles III, William, who has always been fiercely protective of royal traditions, had long harbored doubts about her place within the monarchy, a sentiment that only deepened as his mother, Princess Diana, faded into history. On the other hand, Camilla had spent years working to establish herself, seeking acceptance from both the British public and the very institution that once rejected her. Yet, despite her title, William continued to question her legitimacy. Their tensions became evident when William made a calculated decision to exclude Camilla's son, Tom Parker Bowles, from seemingly minor royal gatherings. While it may have appeared insignificant to outsiders within the palace, it carried profound implications. Tom's absence from key events was no oversight, but a deliberate statement, William was drawing a clear line, signaling that, regardless of Camilla's status, her family would never be fully integrated into the royal inner circle. Camilla had fought tirelessly for her crown, but William made it clear that the monarchy remained firmly on his terms. It was not hers to redefine, and both William and Camilla understood that an open confrontation was not an option. The monarchy's survival depended on maintaining the illusion of harmony. Publicly, they presented a united front, but behind closed doors, tensions simmered. While they cooperated during official events, their motivations were fundamentally different. Camilla, ever eager for recognition, sought to solidify her legacy as queen, aligning herself with Queen Elizabeth II, the longest-reigning monarch in British history, as a way to prove her worth. William, the future king, remained unwavering in his belief that tradition must be preserved no matter the personal cost. For the public, their display of unity at the Windsor charity event was enough. Cameras captured brief moments of civility, a polite exchange of words, a nod of acknowledgement. Yet, within the palace walls, the air remained heavy with unspoken tension. Longtime royal staff whispered about a fragile truce, one that could collapse at any moment. King Charles attempted to ease tensions, advocating for unity in the monarchy's best interest. However, William and Camilla remained at odds, not over a single issue, but due to their conflicting visions for the monarchy's future. They maintained public decorum out of duty, yet behind palace doors, an ongoing struggle for influence persisted. Interestingly, Tom Parker Bowles was not the first member of Camilla's family to experience exclusion. William had previously extended a similar treatment to Camilla's sister, Annabel Elliot. This dynamic sheds light on how Prince William's royal responsibilities have impacted Camilla's family. The conflict dates back to 2005, when King Charles appointed Annabel Elliot, a respected interior designer, as the lead designer for his estates, including properties within the Duchy of Cornwall. Her role involved refurbishing and modernizing various royal residences, including luxury rental cottages across Cornwall, Wales, and the Isles of Scilly. Funding for her work primarily came from the Duchy of Cornwall, a vast estate generating revenue for the heir to the British throne, which Charles managed until his accession in 2022. Annabel Elliot was well compensated for her services. Reports indicate that by September 2022, she had earned approximately $25,000 in fees and commissions, along with an additional $115,000 for sourcing furniture, decor, and retail inventory for the duchy's properties. However, this arrangement changed when Prince William assumed control of the Duchy of Cornwall following Charles's ascension to the throne. According to the Telegraph, William opted not to renew Annabel's contract for design services, marking another instance of his quiet yet firm approach to redefining the monarchy's inner circle. Between 2023 and 2024, sources suggest that Prince William's decision regarding Annabel Elliot was not a reflection of her work, but rather an indication that her contributions were deemed sufficient. The personnel at the Duchy of Cornwall had reportedly gained enough expertise under her guidance, making further involvement unnecessary. Recent reports confirm that no additional payments are due to Annabel, marking the official end of her professional ties with the estate. This decision is significant, not only because of Annabel's long-standing connection to the royal family, but also due to her deep personal bond with her sister, Queen Camilla. The two have always been close, frequently appearing together at public events, including their joint attendance at Wimbledon in July 2003. Annabel also played a key role in Camilla's coronation in May 2023, serving as a coronation attendant alongside other family members. Prince William's leadership approach emphasizes efficiency, and reduced reliance on family members, differing from the more traditional style of his father, King Charles III. His relationship with Camilla's family, shaped by historical tensions, may have influenced his decision to create some distance between the monarchy and her relatives. This shift also reflects his commitment to financial transparency and modernization, as he is known to pay income tax on his earnings, an approach distinct from his father's financial practices. By choosing not to reappoint Annabel Elliot, William has made a notable departure from the customs established under King Charles. The long-term implications of his leadership, as well as the role Camilla will play within this evolving monarchy, remain uncertain. Reports suggest that Queen Camilla was deeply distressed by William's handling of royal finances following his father's accession in September 2022. On July 24th, the release of the Duchy of Cornwall's combined annual report revealed a crucial decision, one that ultimately led to Annabel Elliot's removal, further straining relations within the royal household. Annabel Elliot, a renowned interior designer, and the sister of Queen Camilla, has been officially removed from the royal payroll, marking a significant shift in the management of the Duchy of Cornwall. For the first time in nearly 20 years, she will no longer receive payment for her services, a decision that aligns with Prince William's efforts to modernize and streamline the duchy's financial operations since taking charge in 2022. Sources speaking to The Telegraph emphasized that Annabel's dismissal was not due to her performance. Over the past 2 decades, the 75-year-old designer has played a crucial role in renovating and modernizing the duchy's holiday residences across Cornwall, Wales, and the Isles of Scilly. Her expertise in interior design has been widely recognized, significantly enhancing the functionality and aesthetic appeal of these properties. However, Prince William's decision to end her professional involvement has sparked considerable debate within royal circles. Annabel was seen as a trusted and integral figure within the duchy, making her departure a notable change. Queen Camilla has been particularly affected by this move, as her sister's absence leaves a gap in the management and visual oversight of the duchy's estates. Reports suggest that the decision has deeply distressed Camilla, with some sources even describing her as being in tears over the outcome. This shift in leadership underscores William's commitment to reforming the duchy's management practices, aligning its financial operations with contemporary standards, and increasing transparency. Recent financial reports from the Duchy of Cornwall indicate that withholding Annabel's compensation is part of a broader strategy to reassess and optimize expenditures. As Prince William works to ensure the long-term stability of the duchy, he faces difficult choices that reflect evolving societal expectations and financial accountability. While this decision is not directly tied to the legacy of William's late mother, Princess Diana, it bears similarities to the treatment of Tom Parker Bowles, Camilla's son, further straining her relationship with the future king. As these changes unfold, they may continue to shape the dynamics within the royal family, adding to the ongoing tensions between William and Camilla. Cité.